pregnant. Hello, welcome to my TED Talk. What's up, y'all? What's up? What's up? It's your girl Ashanti with another vlog. I'm so excited. I'm so excited to film this one because this video is actually really why it was what kick-started me starting this whole YouTube channel. I've been trying to figure out when I was gonna talk about it, when I was gonna but here we are. I'm finally ready. But before we get into it, if you are new to my channel, welcome to my lovely journey. If you haven't already, like, comment, and subscribe. Please give me feedback and let me know what you think because I'm all open for it. And if you're a returner, thank you for coming back and thank you for tuning in. So let's get into it. Today's video, we are going to talk about something that all you little nosies have been waiting for. We're going to talk about my pregnancy.
The tea is exceptionally good today.
We're gonna talk about how I found out I was pregnant, who I was with when I found out, how I reacted when I realized who it was by. All that, okay? My thought process of what I was gonna do with the pregnancy, and most importantly, how I felt and how I responded to the things that were being said about me when the word got out. Because that's a whole thing. I do wanna say that this is a no judgment zone. I am a human being. I'm a very open book. I share my life to help others. So if you are a judger and you feel that you are above Christ, okay, you can just go ahead and exit out because this is not the video for you.
Get out of my house.
I ain't going nowhere.
Get on out.
But if you are a human who understands that life happens and you must grow from it and learn from it, then please continue to watch the rest of this video and I hope you can learn something from it. Let's get into it. Okay, so let's rewind back to June 11th, 2018. I checked into TBS is about 2 weeks after graduation of the Naval Academy. Checked into TBS, excited to get going, eager lieutenant, ready to finish this 6 months of the basic school, and get into the fleet and lead Marines. So yeah, week one, y'all, week one. Nothing's happening here. We're doing paperwork still, getting checked in, medical, dental, all that stuff. We didn't even do anything serious, but of course, I felt like I've conquered the first week of TBS. So what do? The first weekend, I go out to DC. Now, DC is only 30 minutes away from here. So a friend of mine, Cam, love you, Cam, we go out to DC, get a hotel room, everything, and go down U Street. Now we get to the club and we realize that a group of our mutual friends from the academy, a group of guys, are out in DC as well. So we hit them up, we're like, hey, we're at this club, where you guys at? Meet us here. So the guys show up, and when they show up, there's a guy in the group that I don't recognize. And I'm like, who are you? What's your name? Where you from? Hey. And, you know, at this time in my life, I was a different Ashanti than today. I was exiting a heavy party phase that I was in at the academy. So I'm feeling myself. I'm single, I'm beautiful, I'm making money now, like whatever. So I walk up to the dude, I'm like, hey, what's up? Like, what's your name? Where you from? And we hit it off immediately. And let's just say, y'all, after that night, things became very physical really quick. You know, we exchanged contact information and we started hanging out every weekend, every day of the week. As soon as I was released, I'd hit him up, where you at, what you doing? Weekend come, where we going, what we doing? Now, multiple weeks of this had went by and it was fun. A lot of my friends, they were like, who's this new guy? Like, what is this? What do y'all plan on doing? And I'm like, I don't know. I think he's cute. He thinks I'm cute. We're having a good time. And that was that. So I was enjoying myself, and we continued to do that for a few weeks. So after a few weeks go by, now the 4th of July is here, and his company got a few days off to go on a break for the 4th of July. My company did not. So we stayed here for training. And so his company leaves, and when it's time for everyone to come back, he he did not come back. And I was like, why are you not back? And, you know, at first he tells me, you know, things going on with family, whatever. But then a couple days go by, a week goes by, 2 weeks go by, y'all, and he's still not back. Now, this is not a school where you miss a lot of training. You don't miss a day or two without something serious. We missed 2 weeks. So I finally contacted him and I said, hey, like, I'm not trying to intrude. I know I'm not your girl, but when you come back, you have a little explaining to do because this is very odd. So fast forward to when he comes back and we sit down face to face and I said, why were you gone so long? What is going on? And in this moment, y'all, oh my God, I would never been so disgusted. He proceeds to tell me that he was home for that long because he was on paternity leave because his wife gave birth to their child. I know. Now, mind you guys, this man never wore a wedding ring, never mentioned a wife, never mentioned this to his friends. No one had any idea. So in that moment, I look at him and I say, good luck with you and your family. Never speak to me again. Get out of my sight. So he gets out of my sight. I'm completely disgusted. Let's talk about those emotions that I was feeling in that moment. Disgusted, okay? Because I would never, ever, ever intrude someone's family in that way. Ever. And I had done that. Granted, I didn't know, but I still done that. So I was very, very upset. So cut him off completely and just move on. I move on. I continue training. I continue doing my thing. I continue living my life. So a week later, I noticed that my period was late. And I was like, yeah. But I assumed that because I was in such a physical training that, you know, sometimes when you do physical things, you might miss your period or it'll be late. Okay, so that's what I was thinking. But that weekend, I was going to Annapolis because a friend of mine and I, Paige, love you, we were going to a Beyonce concert that weekend in DC. On the Run 2, great concert. Okay, so that Friday comes and I'm about to be on my way to Annapolis and I call up Paige and I'm like, hey girl, no, I text her, I'm tripping. I text her, I say, hey girl, I'm not gonna have time to go to the store, so I'm gonna need you to pick up a pregnancy test for me. And she said, okay. That's all she said back. She said, okay. And I started to explain it. She was like, no need to explain, I'm gonna go pick it up. And I'm like, love you. So drive down to Annapolis, get to her crib, and I'm like, you know what? Like, let's just not even take this pregnancy test right now. Let's just go out to downtown Annapolis and get lit. And we did. We got very, very drunk that night. Extremely drunk, like y'all. So bad, so bad. So we get back to our apartment and I'm like, okay, let's take this pregnancy test. What? So we go in her bathroom, sit on the toilet, she's in there with me, and I pee on the stick. Y'all, the moment I remove it from down there, pregnant. Now, usually these tests take about 2 to 5 minutes something to pop up. No, y'all, I was pregnant, potent, okay? It said it immediately. And I look at the test, and I look at her, and we just bust out laughing. I mean, laughing hysterically. Like, laughing to the point where, like, I don't know if it was like tears of like laughing tears or like crying tears. I don't know what was happening. But I looked at her and I was like, ah. And she's like, ah. Yeah, so like that happened and I was like, let's just go to bed. So the next morning I wake up sober at this point and everything starts to hit me. And you know how those like tests come with 2? So I had the second one and I took the second one that next morning. And Paige was still in the bed when I went to the bathroom to take it. And she said she was up, but she just let me go in there by myself. And she said she heard me pee and she heard me like waiting. And then she said all of a sudden she heard me go, and she knew right then what it said. So in that moment, I looked at her and I told her, I said, Paige, I have to have an abortion. And I was very much gonna do that, y'all. I was very much gonna have an abortion. Because, and think in my world at that moment, very emotional thoughts. I'm in training right now. I just graduated college. I'm not married. But you know who is? He is. He has a family. And even if I do go through with it, I now have to tell our chain of command, and then there will be an investigation. And how the heck am I gonna prove that I didn't freaking know? Y'all, so many pieces, okay? So I was sure that I was gonna do that. So first person I called from family was my cousin Joy Joy. I knew she'd understand. I knew she'd be open with me, and I told her what I wanted to do. And she supported me. She assured me what I would feel if I did have an abortion, and asked me, was I ready for that? And, you know, we talked it through, and then she told me I should call my mom. So like, if y'all know Tammy Dean, like, you know I'd be scared to call, right? Right? My mom is a loving woman, but she's passionate about her baby, okay? So I called her, told her, I said it all in one breath, y'all. Like, I didn't even really allow her to feel what I said. I was like, hey Ma, what's good, girl? What's up? Yeah, you know, remember that guy I told you I was talking to? Yeah, well, basically, like, he ended up telling me he was married, so I cut it off, and then a week later I missed my period and found out I was pregnant. But don't even worry, because I'm gonna have an abortion, so I just wanna call and let you know, okay? And I just hear her go silent, and she was like, let me call you back. And later I found out she got off the phone and started crying. And then she called me back and she was like, I'm driving up there tomorrow. So she came up to Quantico, we got a hotel room, and we just like cried in the bed together. And after talking to her and talking to my dad and talking to my friends and praying so hard, I realized that my thought process to have an abortion was very selfish. It was very me. And all my life I've always justified abortion with getting raped because you don't want to see your rapist's face for the rest of your life. Or if you feel like you are not in a place to medically carry that child, then terminate the pregnancy. Like, that's what I've felt. But other than that, I've never thought it was okay. So who am I to exclude myself from those morals? You know, you'll say you never do something until it happens, and then you're like, okay. But I realized, you know, I'm in a place to take care of this child financially, emotionally. I have the support from friends and family. I can do this. And once I realized that, and my family assured me that they would have my back, I decided to go through with the pregnancy. So now it's time to tell my chain of command. So when I first found out I was pregnant, I told my chain of command. And I told him, one of my officers right above me, amazing human, I said, hey sir, I'm pregnant. And he did not give me the response I thought. I thought he was gonna be like, Lieutenant Curry, that is irresponsible. But he jumped up and gave me a hug, and he was like, congratulations. And I'm like, no sir, this is not good. This is not good. And I told him I was, thinking about having an abortion, and he was very sad about it. He was not, okay. But I was like, sir, like, there's a lot of pieces to it. I can't really get into it. But later on, when I decided to keep the baby, which was like a few weeks later, I let him know. I said, hey sir, so I'm actually not gonna have an abortion, but this is why I was. And I broke down the whole situation to him. I told him who was by, his status, everything. And his eyes immediately was like, oh, now I said, yeah, now you see, okay? That's when he got it. So obviously, in the Marine Corps, we have laws, we have rules, and an investigation had to take place. I was questioned, my friends were questioned, he was questioned, his friends were questioned. And after questioning everyone, it was very clear that I had no idea. Therefore, I was in the clear. So I kept the pregnancy. As you know, spoiler alert, she's here. I continued training for a bit. And then after that, once it got to a certain point, I decided it was unsafe for me to continue training. So I just got a side job, worked here until I was a certain many months, went home, had the baby, everything's great. But two lessons I want you guys to get out of my lovely story that I just told you. I didn't tell you this to convince any of you that I'm great, please believe me. No, I have lessons that I want to share. So my first lesson has to do with the things that I heard being said about me when it got out that I was pregnant. Some of those things I heard were hurtful. I mean mean, disgusting. From people I've never even talked to a day in my life. So intrigued in my life. Yes, it was entertaining. I will give you that. But so invested that they felt the need to spread things that were untrue. And those things weren't what upset me. What upset me was now my character is in play. My reputation, something that I've worked for all these years at the academy and even before then, is now in jeopardy. The military, this tiny, tiny institution where everyone knows everyone. Now they're gonna question my character and are they even gonna trust me? You know what I mean? That's what hurt me. That's what kept me up at night. That's what made me emotional because my character is huge. I'm big on people and loving people and showing people that there is good in this world. And now that's into play. But praise God for supportive friends and supportive family. I chose to keep a small group of people close to me. These people loved on me, supported me, reassured me, encouraged me that everything was gonna be okay. They continued to pour positivity into my heart. They pushed away anything negative and kept it away from me so that I could be happy and peaceful in this crazy time of my life. And when I tell y'all that saved me, because that was the most peaceful time of my entire life. Because I chose who I gave my energy to. I chose who I kept around me and what kind of space I was in. And you can do that too. I feel like with this social media world we're in, trying to prove this and that, everyone's always giving their energy to people that don't matter and to things that don't matter. And that is draining you. You only have so much to give and you give it all to everyone else. What do you have for yourself? So I've carried that mindset with me after my pregnancy, and I'm still very peaceful. I still choose not to engage in every single argument or every single conflict I see on Facebook, or people that are a negative energy. I just push them away because that kind of love that I felt when I was pregnant, I want to keep that in my life. My second thing has to do with why I got pregnant, okay? And ladies, gentlemen too, if this applies to you, be careful who you give your body to. Be careful who you give your body to. Imagine this. Imagine every time that you have sex with someone, you lose a limb. You have sex with Joe, you lose your left hand. You have sex with John, you lose your right arm. You have sex with Bob, you lose your left leg. I bet you'd be a little more careful with who you having sex with, okay? And in a way, that metaphor is true. Every time you have sex with someone, you give them a piece of yourself. You give them your energy. And you cannot get that back. That person leaves, they take that forever. And at that time in my life, I did not care. I did not care because I was just having fun. And fun led to a fetus. Fun to fetus, okay? All right? So unless you're ready for that fetus and unless you know that person in and out, don't give them your body. Love your body, cherish your body, take care of your body, work out, eat well, meditate, pray. Take care of your mind and your body and your soul, and that energy you will exude, and someone will be attracted to that. Someone worth your time, someone worth your love, and someone worth your space. And I know that'll happen for me because I know that now. I learned something out of this, and I want you to as well. Like I said, I share this story for everyone to learn and grow and be better because of me. Wow. Oh my God, I feel so good. I feel good. I feel good. But yes, I'm so happy that I'm finally sharing this with you all. I pray that you can take something from my situation and apply it to your life. Feel free to message me or DM me and tell me if this helped you, if this was something good for you. I am continually on this journey to better myself, and I hope that you can be on that with me. So y'all, we did it. We did it. Yes. Thank you for watching video 5. Thank you for watching this vlog. We will continue this and move forward and move forward and move forward in this journey we call life. I love y'all. I love y'all. I love y'all. I love y'all. Take care. Thank you for watching, and tune in to the next video whenever I post it. Okay? See ya. See ya.